Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you for this week's intro, the fabulous Mueller.
Fabulous. Fabulous, yes. Diamonds on my neck. Yes, I'm fabulous. They keep hating on me, I don't stress. Don't get time for this, cause I'm fabulous. Capiche?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 11 of the Bagel Club. Thank you, tongue. I appreciate it. Botchamania. Bagel Club podcast. Hello.
Hi, I'm here too.
Yes, you're here too. Anyways, I am your host, Crazy Rhino, as always, and with me is the one who wears diamonds on his neck. It's the fabulous Mueller.
First and foremost, I need to apologize for my horrible singing, but I lost fair and square. I did my forfeit.
And
I hope
it was...
No Mercy will be a little different. I don't want to lose again.
Well, think of it this way. You don't have to sing this time.
Yeah.
If you lose.
And I didn't have my face photoshopped on the Usos and used it as a Twitter icon at some point.
Oh, God, that.
It was just a week.
Yeah, it was a week. Anyways, let's get into this. So
yeah.
Let us start our podcastiness with any news that has happened in the world of wrestling.
Apparently Becky Lynch might be injured and not be able to wrestle at No Mercy, which would be very sad.
That would be a big sad.
And something big for the German fans of the WWE. Former German soccer goalkeeper Tim Wiese will be debuting next month at a house show in Munich. He'll be debuting alongside Cesaro and Sheamus to face Bo Dallas and the Shining Stars. And that's gonna be quite a big thing.
That is gonna be very interesting.
It's gonna bring a lot of media attention to wrestling in Germany, I think, because he's a pretty well-known guy. He played for the national team a couple of times, so yeah.
Cool.
And
that sounds awesome.
Another thing, I'm probably gonna visit a WWE live event next year in Nuremberg with my brother. So yeah.
Are you going to make delete signs?
Yeah, of course. Gonna buy a dilapidated shirt. Dilapidated boat shirt. Also,
Yes.
I already checked today which roster will be there. It will be the Raw roster. So that's nice.
Oh. Can see your bae, Sasha Banks.
Yeah, and Sami
Unfortunately,
Zayn
not your other bae, Carmella.
Fuck off. Please. I hate you.
Speaking of deleting, so Bound for Glory actually happened.
Oh yeah.
Which is good. And their next set of tapings is also happening.
Well, the lights went out once, but eh.
Yeah, about that. Also, Hurricane Matthew tried to delete Florida during this time.
God damn it, Matthew. You just wanted some clips for Botchamania with people getting, like, destroyed by a hurricane while wrestling.
But I think they only had canceled like 1 or 2 taping sessions. But it's fine.
Also, we're probably not gonna review WCPW Refuse to Lose because I don't think you watched it, right?
No, not yet.
Yeah, see.
I do plan on... I do want to subscribe to the What Culture Extra.
I'm thinking about it as well, but...
For now...
They kinda had some problems with the stream.
Yeah, so the Refuse to Lose, the show itself went off very well.
Yes.
The stream, however, on What Culture Extra, not so much.
If you bought the iPay-per-view on Fight TV, it was pretty fine, from what I've heard, but...
Yeah, but on What Culture Extra, it just didn't work.
Nope.
So, yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Um,
But they are going to do something in response to it, so.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yay. Anyways, let's just get right started with what happened this week on the actual shows.
Starting with Monday Night Raw. Guess what? I couldn't watch it.
Well, if you didn't have time, you didn't have time, so...
Yeah, this has been a very, week.
Let me just carry this podcast. I'm carrying it every week anyway, so...
It's because you won't let me talk about TNA.
Well, nobody wants to hear about TNA. Well, I don't. So...
Touche.
You can do your extra bagels where you...
Nah.
Anyways, Raw.
Raw.
Well, guess what? The show opens with Roman again. Dun it, dun it, dun, dun. Well, he starts talking. He's the
Is
first
this the new
one.
Authority promo?
Yeah, he's the first one in his Samoan family who holds the US title, and then Lana comes out to thank you, Lana chants, because she interrupted Roman talking.
Hooray!
She's negotiating about another US title match for Rusev. Roman is a dick to Lana. She tells
He's the face.
Yeah, I really felt bad for Lana. He's such a bully. Lana tells him to go to hell. Then of course Rusev comes out. They brawl a bit. Rusev kicks Roman in the face over the barricade into the fence. Takes the title, walks up the ramp. Suddenly Roman comes running from behind and Superman punches him. Tells him he gets his rematch, but it will be Hell in a Cell. I said it last week. They would make this match a Hell in a Cell match.
Of course.
It didn't work last year with Roman. It won't work this year.
No.
Poo-poo
Probably
Rusev.
not.
It will be a fine match, don't get me
Poor
wrong, but this feud is not Hell in a Cell worthy.
Nah. This feud is very silly.
It's big.
I say that
Like
even though Ruru is my bae.
Yeah, the US title is fading into the background. This whole feud is actually just Roman being a dick and interrupting a wedding.
Yeah, and Rusev just,
Defending his wife's honor, yeah.
Yeah, that.
So, who's the face? Who's the heel? It should be Rusev the face, Roman
Rusev's
the
the
heel.
foreigner, therefore he's the bad guy.
Yeah, he's a foreigner. But Roman Reigns is from Samoa. So...
Yeah, but Samoans are basically God.
Basically God. Since when?
Yeah. Since Vince McMahon existed.
Yeah, good point. Anyways, first match of the night. It was the Cruiserweight match that wasn't a title match after all, as it was first announced. And some people didn't know that, so they were a bit confused then. Because Brian Kendrick actually defeated TJ Perkins this time. He did his usual shtick, he did his whole desperate thing, trying everything to win. He removed the turnbuckle cover and put TJ's hand into this metal hook or whatever. There's like a little space in between, and he caught TJ Perkins' hand in there and then stomped on it. That was pretty nice. It's like using everything to his advantage. He raked the eyes to get him into the captain's hook for the submission then, to which TJ Perkins of course tapped out. As I said, some people were a bit confused because it was first announced as a title match and they were actually thought the title changed hands here, but it wasn't a title match, and that's why Brian Kendrick went over, of course. So they're probably gonna meet again at Hell in a Cell. It was a good match though, given that. And
I mean, it's cruiserweights.
It makes sense that they didn't just give him a title shot again. They made him earn it by defeating TJ Perkins. So, yeah.
Hey, this feud can continue.
Yay! It's gonna be another good match between those two.
Absolutely.
And Brian Kendrick is still in the title picture, so that's also a plus. Brian Kendrick's awesome.
I like Kendrick. I didn't really get to see much of the Brian Kendrick. Cause that's when I kind of stopped watching wrestling for a while, so I mostly remember him from his days teaming with Paul London.
I remember the Brian Kendrick. I was watching at that time where he was like US champion with Ezekiel Jackson as his bodyguard and whatnot.
God.
So yeah, um, yeah. But this Brian Kendrick is definitely the best Brian Kendrick.
Absolutely.
Next up was a sit-down interview with Seth Rollins and Magel. He was asking Seth about his rib injury and about his feud with Kevin Owens. Like nothing much more into this. Like more to the face side of Rollins. So the turn is slowly coming. I mean, you can say it's already complete, but yeah. Nothing more to note about.
Complete.
It was a sit-down interview with Magel.
Yeah.
Anyways, next
How
up
many times did he say WWE?
I don't know. I didn't write that down. Anyways, we're back with another jobber interview as Byron Sachs interviews Chase Silver, who had a dream of beating Braun Strowman because dreams come true in Los Angeles. So
Not those dreams.
he absolutely murders him. Braun Strowman murders Chase Silver, eats him alive, beats him with the running
Surprised.
poster. And after the match, Byron Saxton interviews Braun Strowman. Not really good idea normally.
No. It's okay, it's Byron.
This was really
It's a worthy sacrifice.
this was really good. He said he doesn't want to face any more of these weaklings. He demands Mick Foley to give him some real competition, or there will be no next week. So Braun Strowman is gonna eat the world if he doesn't get
Shit.
like.
He's going to erase time itself.
This is really good. I mean, it makes sense that he demands some better competition. He's like sick and tired of just beating up those jabronis. Let's just hope this real competition is not Sin Cara again, because that would be stupid. Maybe Titus O'Neil or Darren Young, or please not Sami Zayn or Neville.
No,
Please.
don't feed them to him, please. Don't do it.
Anyways, next up was the backstage segment with Bayley running into Sasha backstage. And she wishes her good luck for what was earlier announced as the main event for the night. So, huge deal. The Women's Championship match was actually the main event. For the first time in 12 years. Since Trish and Lita.
Just holy crap. That's kind of a big deal.
Will to that.
Mueller. Is your internet having some issues?
Okay. That was
cool.
That was an interesting thing. I kind of disconnected here.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways. So yeah, main event will be the women's title match. Bayley wishes Sasha good luck backstage, talking about this is Trish and Lita territory, of course, referring to that. And yeah, nothing more. I always have to smile when I see those two together in one segment. Just yeah.
Like I said, second best bromance in the E.
No, best.
Of course, second only to, KO and Jericho.
But that's a one-sided bromance. Kevin Owens isn't really.
I don't care. It's still great.
It is. And speaking of KO and Chris Jericho,
Segway.
yeah, they make the entrance, and Kevin Owens responds to Seth and that he injured him, and he's the one holding the Universal title now. And if Seth Rollins wants to have a rematch, Kevin Owens wants to make sure that Chris Jericho is the special guest referee.
No.
But then Chris Jericho suggests that Team Chris and Kevin, or Team Kevin and Chris, according to anyone who's talking. If it was Kevin talking, it was Team Kevin and Chris. If it was Chris talking, it was Team Chris and Kevin. Just putting themselves in front all the time. He suggests that they challenge the New Day for the tag team championships.
Oh.
Yeah. Pretty interesting.
Excuse me.
Kevin Owens, of course, was a bit hesitant at first, to which Jericho then responded, "Well, why are you so hesitant? It's not like I'm asking you for a shot at your championship." Ooh. Well, this is a bit interesting. Some tension between them. Future split. They're hinting towards it. But after
Possibly.
because well, after Jericho said that, then KO was kind of, yeah, let's challenge for the New Day. We're gonna beat them tonight, and then we're gonna get a title shot and beat them again. So then New Day come out. They go a bit back and forth. Kofi Kingston questions Jericho's and Owens' friendship, and he of course makes a list for that. No one questions that friendship. They're the best friends forever. Then to decide on whether New Day should face Jericho tonight, they kind of want to make a championship huddle, but without Chris Jericho because he doesn't have a championship. To which Big E makes the list because Jericho wasn't invited in the championship huddle. Everyone's going on the list. And then Xavier Woods goes on the list because he laughed.
Very good.
They go a bit back and forth, more back and forth. Kevin Owens says New Day jumped the shark 7 months ago. And Xavier Woods responds, "Well, Kevin, when was the last time you jumped over anything?"
Jeez.
And that made Kevin Owens a bit angry. He demanded that Xavier Woods was put on the list again for that, and he was just fed up with all that shit, and the New Day then agree on the match, so that match is set. But it was an all-around great segment again. Just New Day and Jericho on the mic. It's gonna be entertaining.
Absolutely. Sounds amazing.
Yeah. Then Cesaro and Sheamus arrive at the arena together because I think Mick Foley ordered them to ride together to get along with each other, but they don't get along with each other. Cesaro just grabs Sheamus's bag from the trunk and throws it on the floor and all that stuff. They're just arguing all the time. So, yeah.
Fantastic.
Next up we have the match. Those happen. It was
What's a match?
Sami Zayn versus Titus O'Neil, who debuted a new gimmick, the Titus brand, whatever that's going to be. So the initial fear was, oh no, he's debuting a new gimmick, he's facing Sami Zayn, he's not gonna beat Sami Zayn, is he? Thank God he didn't. He got in quite some offense at the start, but then Sami Zayn hit like the clothesline, exploder suplex in the corner, haluva kick, and then that was it. Kind of weird that they make him lose with it when they give him a new gimmick, but they shouldn't do that at the expense of Sami Zayn anyway. So
Yeah, exactly.
the match just kind of happened.
And before, like, he has a different gimmick every week and continues to lose.
Like Damien Sandow. Sorry.
Except, like, a gimmick, not, like, impersonation.
Yeah. Anyways, Cesaro and Sheamus are still arguing backstage, and then Mick Foley runs into them again, is emotional again, and like last week, kind of nothing more to say about that. Then we have a little interview with Gallows and Anderson. They say that the New Day made the Raw Tag Team division look like a joke, and they want to end it. Also worth notice that they were like putting them really over in commentary, like they were really dominant in the tag team division after I lost 2 championship matches last week. So
Dominant. Yeah.
And then they Gallows and Anderson defeat the Golden Truth, but
Thank God.
well, the Golden Truth actually got in quite a lot of offense. Gallows and
That's not good.
Anderson didn't look as dominant, but at least they defeat them. So, and then after the match, they also hit Goldust with the Magic Kill after they did it on R-Truth for the pin. So, yeah, nothing more to say about it. Yeah, well, this was the kind of the slow phase of Raw. Anyways, back to Chris and Kevin. they ran into Ashton Kutcher and Danny Masterson backstage.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're a part of this.
What was that sound?
Angry cat. Don't worry about it.
Okay. This just threw me off guard a bit. Yeah, they ran into Ashton Kutcher and Danny Masterson, and Chris Jericho, of course, puts them on the list for questioning Jericho's and Owens' friendship last week. Ink it in, man. He actually said that.
Wow.
Because Jericho's great. They go back and forth on the mic. And Ashton and Danny will be ringside for the match with New Day, and the fear I had here was they will interfere, right? They will cost them the match. I really hate when, like, guests do that, celebrity guests. Like Jon Stewart at SummerSlam.
Let's not talk about that.
Anyways. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So we have an in-ring segment.
Everything's pink.
Enzo and Cass are advertising for it. They bring 3 women to the ring and stuff. There was a table, something under it, probably championship belts, and there was a tablecloth over it, and Enzo was kind of fighting the tablecloth. He couldn't get it off at first. Yeah, those 3 women get the Raw Women's Championship belts, and they defeated Breast Cancer,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine for what it was, but I really don't think those segments should be on the show. I mean, it's for a good cause and all, but...
Yeah. It's like, oh, by the way, charity. We do charity
you
things.
You already have the pink middle robe and stuff. Which looks really weird on SmackDown with, like, blue, pink, blue. Yeah, but... yeah, next thing I noticed that... next up was the tag match between Jericho and New Day, and both teams didn't get an entrance, which was kind of weird. Yeah.
Piss break match confirmed.
Anyways, it was Xavier Woods and Big E versus Chris and Kevin, and it was a pretty good match. It was fun, and New Day defeat Jericho and Owens because at the end someone interfered.
Oh.
But it was Seth Rollins.
Oh.
He came out, at first was standing up the ramp, but when Chris Jericho locked in the Lion Tamer, he doesn't use that very often, on Xavier Woods, he jumped on the apron, made him break up the move, and then he ate the midnight hour after Xavier made the tag for the 1-2-3. Then afterwards, Seth Rollins kind of entered the ring, sent Kevin Owens running, but there was a little Chris Jericho lying around there in the ring. And of course Seth hits a pedigree.
Cause pedigree.
Yeah, but Kevin Owens didn't do anything to help his friend, so I don't think if Chris is gonna agree with Jericho. That. Yeah.
Nah.
Anyways, yeah, it was a pretty good match. Give it that. Quite entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they should have a tag team championship match between those teams. It would be great.
Yeah. Just lead up to the breakup.
Yeah. Anyways, we have another backstage interview with Charlotte. She does her usual heel stuff, talks down Sasha, and yeah. I don't know what
things.
If you watch the show, you know what they say in these backstage interviews, and yeah, if that's
more of the same.
More of the same, yeah. Speaking of backstage stuff, Seth Rollins runs into Stephanie McMahon. She calls Seth replaceable. Like, yeah, since Seth is kind of replaced right now, then Seth complains about getting stabbed in the back again, and that was the second worst decision that Triple H has ever made. And Steph asks, "What's the first worst decision Triple H ever made?" To which Seth responds, "Marrying you." Well,
sick.
It's a sick
burn.
I don't know if marrying the billionaire daughter of this multi-million company is a bad decision. Because
clearly it is. I mean, he did drug her.
Well, yeah. But
Because
yeah,
kayfabe.
but Seth Rollins grabbed Stephanie McMahon's lady balls and crushed them. He left the segment with Stephanie without getting emasculated.
I'm sorry, what?
Nobody does that. Yes.
No, that's not a thing that happens.
No, normally not.
Stephanie McMahon
She
match
got her
always
lady
ends
balls
with
crushed.
her.
She got her lady balls crushed.
It's a new era. Oh my god.
No new era, same old shit. Holy fuck. Anyways, next up we had some more cruiserweight action. Can you handle this? Can you handle this?
All night long.
And it was Rich Swann versus Tony Nese. And again, it was a good match, and Tony Nese picked up the win here. So
Good. I like Tony Nese.
yeah, I was a bit surprised. I thought they were really pushing Rich Swann, but yeah, good stuff.
And they still are.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're just kind of like establishing all the cruiserweights still. So
We still have
not making
some other
one seem
names.
stronger than the other.
We still have some other names to debut. We haven't seen Noam Dar yet,
No.
who was confirmed, and maybe some other names like Jack Gallagher. So they're still in.
I'm really looking forward to seeing the Champagne Supernova.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Probably maybe next Monday. Could be.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Anyways, next up, some more tag team action. It was Cesaro and Sheamus again, and they defeated Raoul White and Mark Carady.
Oh.
They did some cool
They
stuff
got
like
jobbers.
I think during the match, Sheamus was going for like a cloverleaf or whatever, so was kind of bending over the opponent. The second opponent tried to run into the ring. Cesaro came in, did like stepped on Sheamus's back, jumped off of it, and hit a like jumping DDT on the other guy coming in. It was like a really cool spot. It looked really cool.
Tag team.
Yeah, they're working together. They're trying to one up each other still.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I love the one-upsmanship.
after the match, they were both going on the like ring pose on the turnbuckles. Every time Cesaro threw his hands up, the fans were cheering. Everything Sheamus did it, the fans were booing. Just like Team Hell No all over again.
Very good.
Yeah. Anyways, we have another backstage segment to go through. It was Charlotte running into Bayley before making her entrance, and she of course was a total dick, like gloating about main eventing now, and that maybe if Bayley gets out of Camp WWE when she graduates, that she might be a main eventer just like her. Charlotte then heads on. Dana Brooke wasn't finished. She was making a bit more fun of Bayley. Then tried to attack her, which led to Bayley getting the better of her and smashing her into a wall and hurting her knee. And that took Dana out of the equation.
Bayla. Whoa. That's a fusion I don't know if I want to see.
No. Bayley took out Dana. She took her out of the equation. She wasn't there ringside anymore, so...
It was a true one-on-one matchup.
And you always know how these one end. Anyways, it was the main event time.
Hey, I actually watched this one.
Yeah, do you want to go through?
I don't remember all that happened in it.
God damn it.
Because I was halfway watching it.
Anyways, yeah, the women main evented for the first time in 12 years. They did. What I really liked is they didn't really make that big of a deal about it on commentary or so. They weren't like totally mentioning, oh, it's the first time in 12 years since Trish and Lee on it. They didn't do that. They put the story in the on the Fox. There was also the pre-match package was really good. It was like going back to the days in NXT and stuff. So
that's really good. But yeah, that's definitely the best part about this thing is the fact that they treated it as just a big match and not, hey, look, the women are main eventing. Oh my god.
They did, and I really, really liked that. Also, I think the the guys in the creative team that are responsible for all those video packages, they are actually the silent heroes of the WWE because they always
Yes.
deliver. The video packages are always great, so
They really
they don't
do a
get,
good job.
they don't get enough credit.
No, they don't.
They're really some of the most solid workers backstage because they never have a bad video package. Like, ever.
Mhm.
So, yeah, the match. It was a really good match.
Yes, it was.
Really good match. Bit sloppy at times, but I think what was really great about this match was the storytelling again.
Mm-hmm.
I really believe that the matches Sasha and Charlotte have other, in terms of storytelling, are the best right now.
Absolutely. Completely agree with that.
Charlotte dominating Sasha throughout, but couldn't keep her down for a 3 count. Sasha always kicking out, and Charlotte getting more and more frustrated with everything.
Mhm.
Then at the end, letting her guard down one short time, which led to Sasha locking in the bank statement. Then they did a little recall to the SummerSlam match finish, where Charlotte rolled into the cover, but Sasha then countered that again into the bank statement, a very savage bank statement.
Oh yeah, she bent the hell out of Charlotte's back.
Which led to Charlotte tapping because she had no other chance. And we have a new women's champion again.
Again.
Yeah. And
Hopefully this time her back won't get screwed up.
please, at least
Please.
until the Royal Rumble. Hopefully until
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. I'd still want Sasha Bailey WrestleMania.
Yeah, that would be good. Also,
Mhm.
holy shit. First of all, the match started really fast, and Sasha hit a suicide dive like not even 1 minute in. But thankfully she hit it perfect this time.
Oh
Charlotte
my
was in
God.
position and she didn't land on her head or anything. It was good this
Uh-huh.
time. So that was the
Absolutely.
first heart attack out of the way. But they upped
It's
the
like,
ante.
let's get this. Yeah, let's just get all the spooky shit out of the way first.
During the match, Charlotte also hit her moonsault to the outside, but with a little twist. Literally.
Literally.
It was a corkscrew moonsault
Ah.
from the top rope to the outside. Like, Jesus!
Yeah. The only thing bad about that was the camera angle,
Yeah.
because it looked from that camera angle, it looked like she just kind of missed, but she didn't.
She hit Sasha
it was
with her
weird.
elbow. Like, the thing is, if she lands anywhere differently and doesn't hit Sasha only with her elbow, she's gonna like hit her into the head with her legs or whatever and probably
Yeah.
concuss her.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. They can't do it any
Yeah.
other way to make
It was pretty much a corkscrew moonsault
That-
elbow.
the only like
thing.
very notable botch in this match is when Charlotte was going for like a back body drop on the apron, but kind of slipped. But this time she didn't just drop Sasha; she caught her, set it up
Oh,
again,
thank
and
God.
then it looked a bit awkward. But 10 trillion times better than injuring someone. I'd rather have
Much
an
better than what happened at
SummerSlam.
man.
Yeah, I was happy that they botched that like that. And
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, it was a really good main
Stop.
event.
Mm.
Nothing more to say
It
about
was
it.
worthy of being a main event.
And the crowd was absolutely into it.
Oh yes, definitely.
That's also something that made me happy because if they didn't show any interest or whatever, they would like, oh, they're not showing any interest in the women. We're not gonna give them any main event ever anymore.
Yeah.
Because well, right now we have rumors that there might be a Hell in a Cell match
Dun, dun,
between
dun.
those two, and that
Mhm.
match might even be the main event of Hell in a Cell. Oh boy, that's gonna
Oh,
be a
yeah.
thing.
Women's wrestling is here.
Yeah,
I love it.
and they're not just like
Finally.
hashtag Divas Revolution. They
Ugh.
think we're gonna do something. No, it's actually that they're putting the story and stuff in the focus and just letting them do their thing.
Mm.
No,
Mhm.
like hashtags or Stephanie McMahon introducing everyone. And,
Fucking stuff.
none of that bullshit. And I like it. I really like it.
They're treated like wrestlers and not women, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's great. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I think another enjoyable Raw. It's getting
Mhm.
better by the week, I think.
I mean, I only watched one segment of it, so you know.
Despite the IWC not really agreeing sometimes.
Opinions.
Yeah, everyone has a different opinion. I don't judge.
Mhm.
I have mine. You have yours. Or you just don't watch it and have no opinion.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Exactly.
moving
Pretty
on
much.
to the other show that also happens.
SmackDown.
Yeah. Oh my
I
god.
watched a total of nothing.
Yeah. Holy shit, the show opens with a match. What the
Oh.
fuck? Bray Wyatt makes his entrance, and then fire stuff. Kane makes his entrance. Kane versus
Oh.
Bray Wyatt at Backlash rematch. Kane wins.
I'm sorry, what?
Kane wins. Weird count out. Randy was appearing on the Titantron, like reversed upside down or whatever, and playing mind games, and he now that Bray Wyatt now has to search for Randy or whatever, and that led to Bray Wyatt just leaving and losing via count out, and it was kind of weird because he then was standing up the ramp and laughing towards Kane because he lost right now. It was weird. It was weird.
Oops.
Yeah, then we had a backstage interview with Baron Corbin, and Jack Swagger walked in. It's Corbin and Swagger talking, that's all I have to say about that.
I'd rather not experience
it was
that.
not very good. And then we have Bray searching for Randy, just the reverse thing from last week, where Randy was searching for Bray, and
Yeah.
then
It was good last week, but if you're gonna reverse the roles, why?
yeah. And then we have Nikki Bella versus Alexa Bliss with Carmella on commentary. The match ends in DQ because Carmella interferes. Alexa and Carmella
To your delight.
Yeah, Alexa and Carmella and beat on Nikki, to which Becky Lynch comes out. Then we go to a commercial, and that can
Tag
only
match player.
Yeah, that can only mean one thing: tag match player. And then Alexa Bliss and Carmella defeat Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella. Carmella and Nikki then brawl like again. Then Nikki Bella was chasing Carmella backstage, and they disappeared. And then Alexa Bliss hit the Twisted Bliss for the 1, 2, 3. So Becky still loses.
Interesting.
Yeah. Also, holy shit, this match actually happened this time, or this tag match. Not like.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like a couple weeks ago,
just
where it's like,
another-
DQ for no reason.
I think
literally.
it's just another women's tag match, and I'm not really a huge fan of that.
That's the biggest problem with SmackDown. It's just they're not doing anything storyline-wise except with Randy and Wyatt and
Yeah.
the world title.
And Ziggler and Miz.
And Ziggler and Miz, yeah, of course.
The thing is that
Other than that, there's not really any... Like, there's feuds, but they're not doing anything with them.
Not really. Not really. That's the thing.
It's like, we could have a big, Nikki versus Carmella thing, but instead they're just throwing them in tag matches, playa, and... Yeah. It's not escalating the feud any further than, oh hey, they're gonna brawl some more, okay.
The thing is, this week's SmackDown was kind of a 2-segment show. There were 2 really good segments, and the others were just there. It was
Filler.
it was a go home show after all, but
Oh yeah, it is go home show.
yeah. Anyways, Ray is still playing hide and seek with Randy. Then he walks into something where he's like rocking chairs. And then Randy closes the door of that container and locks Bray Wyatt into that container. Also, there's apparently a camera inside of it, so we can see what Bray's doing.
I mean,
It's just trying to murder Bray, but
let's see how he dies.
it's what babyfaces do, right?
Yeah, it's totally what babyfaces do.
Then we have another Susan G. Komen segment, this time with Daniel Bryan and 5 women. One thing interesting about this segment was that Daniel's music was playing a bit too early at the end of the segment, and Daniel was just screaming,
Oops.
"Cut the music! I'm the GM of SmackDown. I'll leave when I want."
Very good. Amateur hour, amateur hour.
Kevin, what have you done?
Kevin done.
Then more tag team matches, player. It was the Hype Bros versus the Vaudevillains, and while this match was happening, the Ascension were kind of walking out on the ramp and were just standing there on the stage and watching. Yeah.
Because why not?
And the Hype Bros win. Was a fine match. There was one thing, like Mojo Rawley was like screaming, "It's Hammer Diamond time," and then did like a weird dance. It was. I don't want to see that again.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I saw a gif of that.
It'll haunt me in my dreams.
Wanted to bleach my eyes.
My God, it was so terrible.
So I had an epiphany. You know how we're always going about how these asshole faces, Roman, Randy Orton.
Yeah.
What if they're making them this way because we have such a positive reaction to the heels, like Kevin Owens? Considering, he's a big asshole, but everyone loves him. It's like, oh, well, all we need to do is make them, douchebags, and they'll get over.
Yeah, the thing is, though, what I really like about this whole heel thing is a lot of the time, like with the New Day, or with Sasha Banks also to a certain extent, they're like, they get turned by the fans. Those were 2 examples where they were turned by the fans because they were cheered so much despite being heels. And they kind of keep
Heath Slater.
Yeah, and they kind of keep the character traits, like Sasha being the boss, New Day, like, making fun of their opponents, and they're like, "Oh, the babyface, they shouldn't do that thing." Bro, why? You were liking it when they were heels, because they were heels, and now they're doing the same thing? But the babyfaces, because you kind of turned them, and then you complain about them doing the same thing.
It's like, bro, I don't think you understand.
I sometimes don't get fans. Like,
no, they're not smart.
Like, the IWC especially, because they turn on things so quickly.
But anyways, ranting aside, back to SmackDown.
Yeah, Hype Bros win. Vaudevillains lose again.
Damn.
I don't know if the Hype Bros will feud with the Ascension now. But please give me something to care about this feud, because there is nothing right now. Please.
All I want out of the SmackDown Tag Division is Jack Gallagher to replace Victor.
Why Jack Gallagher to replace Victor? What?
No, I mean Simon Gotch.
Yeah, I was like,
wow,
what's Jack Gallagher going to do in the Ascension?
I knew who I was talking about. I just didn't say the right person.
Yeah. Maybe.
Anyways, yeah.
Anyways,
moving on.
Next up was a special episode of Miss TV, the documentary. First off, a little down. Miss was wearing a all red suit. Red suit. SmackDown.
Red everything.
Yeah. Again.
Fucking.
They like to do that with
the blue
red
brand. Everyone is red.
Yeah. The big red machine. All red everything. Mrs. Red Suit.
Corbin's red entrance.
Corbin's red entrance. You dense motherfuckers. Yeah, anyways. Miss shows a little video that's like made up like a trailer for one of those WWE 24 documentaries titled The Success of a Failure. And it was about Dolph Ziggler, and again, WWE's video package team, really, really good. They even went so far on showing his debut as the caddy of Kerwin White. Like,
I'm sorry, what?
They were going so far with continuity as to remembering one of what was probably one of the most racist gimmicks of all time that shouldn't be remembered.
They acknowledged Kerwin White.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
And the Spirit
then.
Squad stuff, getting goo dropped on him, and it was really good. You really need to watch it. And it was all just to make fun of Dolph. And my god, it was so good. It's really great. This feud, this IC title match, should main event No Mercy. It won't, but it should.
Yes.
It would be really deserving. Then after this,
plus with the most stakes.
Yeah, after this video package, Dolph cuts another really passionate, really good promo. He's really good when they let him loose, and my god, so passionate and really good stuff. And then to make everything even better, Miz brings out 2 former members of the Spirit Squad, Kenny and Mikey.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, they were back. They do the stupid Spirit Squad stuff. They spell Dolph, and my god. And well, then they start attacking Dolph, because why not?
Oh.
But Dolph gets the better of them, super kicks both of them, and as Miz attempts to go for a skull-crushing finale, Dolph blocks and sends him running. It was another great segment in this rivalry, and I mean, Kenny Dykstra, he's like only 30 years old, I think. He looked pretty good. He's still in very good shape. He's only 30 years old. And he debuted like 10 years ago, so he was 20 back then? That's like crazy. Yeah. Mikey, on the other hand, not that good in shape anymore.
Doesn't he still wrestle in the Independents?
I don't know, but apparently they were also trying to get all 4 members of the Spirit Squad back, but only Kenny and Mikey agreed. So,
we got 2 of them. That's good enough.
Yeah, that's good enough. It was really fun. Goddamn Spirit Squad returning in 2016. Who would have thought that?
What the hell?
Yeah, and then we go backstage. Bray Wyatt is still locked in the container. He's talking to himself and all that shit. Sitting in his rocking chair, whatnot.
Being Bray Wyatt.
Then we go to another match, which was Jason Jordan versus Jey Uso. And at first, if David Otunga mentions one more time that he talked to Rikishi on a movie set, I'm gonna punch him in the throat.
If David Otunga speaks one more time, I'm gonna punch him in the throat.
This goddamn... Oh, he's so bad! Just
take him off the commentary team. You can do fine with Morrow and John O'Clock. I promise you.
We don't need...
We don't need
David
3.
Otunga. We really don't need him. Or at least put Tom Phillips there.
Yeah, put frickin' Philippe there.
Put Rene Young on there. But not David Otunga. Booker T. Terry the King Lawler. Even Lita would be better.
I'd be perfectly fine with having Renee on the commentary.
Yeah.
She knows what she's talking about.
Or maybe if Dolph retires, put Dolph on there. He did a couple of times he was on commentary on main event shows. And he's better than Otunga. God damn it. Just anyone but Otunga. Why is he still even around?
Otunga makes Byron look like Corey Graves.
Yeah.
Like, god damn it.
So bad. Anyways, Jason Jordan versus Jey Uso in the match lasted about 5 seconds. Jason Jordan rolled Jey Uso up. It was a bit longer, it was like 30 seconds, but yeah, after the match, Usos attacked Jordan's knee. They might have just shown a replay of last week or whatever. And then Slater and Rhino make the save. The thing is, we have Slater and Rhino versus the Usos, and the feud is American Alpha versus the Usos. Kinda doesn't work out like that. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, they're kind of crossing the streams here.
You shouldn't cross the streams.
No. It's like it's the Usos versus American Alpha. Also, the Usos want the tag titles.
What's with the Usos? Yeah, they want the tag titles. Yeah. They're probably gonna get them too, which is the bad thing.
Yeah.
I really hope Slater and Rhino retain, but I'm gonna say it's
That'd be
useless.
nice, but I don't see it happening, unfortunately.
Anyways, back to our episode of
Rhino's got political stuff to do.
back to our episode of Big Brother with Bray as the only candidate into the container.
Our 2-hour talking smack.
Yeah. He talks to himself again. He's talking to Sister Abigail, which is interesting. Then Randy Orton outside again.
Sister Abigail debut confirmed.
Yeah. It's gonna be Eva Marie.
I would cut my dick off if it was Eva Marie.
I'll buy a knife for you. Anyways, Randy then opens the container. Bray's gone.
Magic.
I don't know where this all is leading to, but why did he lock him in the container? Why did he open it again? Why is Bray gone? Why didn't he teleport out there earlier? It's all confusing. It's hurting my head.
Mind games. Do you hear voices in your head?
Yeah, but those are parakeets.
Oh, okay. But do they talk to you?
No, they chirp. Chirp,
Okay.
motherfucker. Anyways, then we have another one of those Kurt Hawkins things. Face the facts. Kurt Hawkins is finally stepping in the ring at No Mercy.
It's about freaking time.
Face the facts. Bang bang. Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's either gonna destroy
So
it.
weird. Was there another weird camera angle with him looking
I
through his
can't
crotch?
remember, so there probably wasn't one.
Oh,
Anyways,
okay.
he's either gonna beat down a jobber in like 2 minutes or get beaten down by someone in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna be an situation with the person we'll get to later.
Then we have Jack Swagger versus Baron Corbin. A match that, of course, was set up earlier by the when those two were together in an interview. Yeah. So the ending to this match.
Oh boy.
It's the screw job all over again. Baron Corbin was reaching for the ropes. Ref saw it as a tapping and rang for the bell. It's the SmackDown screw job. Corbin never tapped. Corbin then is furious around the ringside. He spits into Daniel Bryan's face and writes the letters R-A-W into the air. At least that's how this scene played out in my head.
What actually happened?
He just was a bit furious and
okay.
punching on the announce table. But it would be great if he just spits into Daniel Bryan's face, writes R-A-W into the air, just like Bret Hart.
I mean, he already has the red entrance, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, then we had the face-to-face-to-face segment between AJ Styles, Ambrose, and Cena. AJ makes his entrance first, starts talking to him, he's gloating, as he does normally. Then Dean Ambrose comes out. He calls AJ the clown that runs the town and the pest that runs the nest.
Well then.
And then he complains about John Cena interfering in last week in his title match, and John Cena of course comes out, and they go back and forth on the mic. AJ talks down Cena, Dean Ambrose talks down Cena, then Cena just attacks Ambrose. Yeah, but first of all, Ambrose really looked good here on the mic. He did like a promo way with going on to the 3 words that John Cena is standing for: hustle, loyalty, and respect, and it was really good. I didn't write anything particular down what he said, but I just remember it was good, okay?
Believe me.
You're not
Trust me,
you're
it was
not
good.
you're not listening to this podcast for me to tell you what all happened, because you probably watched it. You want to hear my opinion on what happened. I thought it was
Yes,
good.
exactly.
And anyways, you're probably not going to listen to this podcast at all, because who does?
Shh. People.
Anyways, yeah, Cena
Few people, but people.
attacks Ambrose, hits the AA on Ambrose, lifts up the World Championship. AJ then hits the phenomenal form on Cena to stand tall at the end, but as AJ is walking up the ramp, Ambrose then hits the Dirty Deeds on the ramp, and Ambrose leaves the episode standing tall with the championship in his hand. Yeah, they were really going back and forth, but
that was a good fake out.
Ambrose was looking really good on the mic here, so yeah.
Cool.
Cena didn't talk anything, he just said attack. It was a really good segment. This was one of the segments of this 2-segment show. Those 2 talking segments, the Miz TV and this one, were the really good segments here. All in all, it was fine for a go-home show. It was fine.
You'll expect a whole lot from a go-home show,
so
you know.
But those 2 great segments really carried the show, but made it seem like a good show. Nothing to complain about. Both shows were good this week again. Yeah.
Hooray! I didn't watch either of them.
Good for us.
Well, good for you.
Yeah. Good for every fans, unless they're just complaining like always.
Unless they're shitty smarks.
Wow. It's Rhino versus the IWC now.
Dun dun dun. Fight me. I already have my fair share of bad opinions.
Yeah, it's like, why do people care about others' opinions so much? Or
I'm still waiting on the day someone tries to like insult me and the fact that I like certain thing.
Yeah.
In TNA.
I wait.
You know that thing.
Anyways.
Moving
on to the shows that you actually watched, right?
Yeah, the program is that I actually watched like very shortly before we started recording this podcast. So I gotta provide some kind of commentary.
I mean, I can't carry everything.
You can only carry like 99% of this podcast. Anyways, it's NXT time.
Yeah.
So, this was the beginning of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and we immediately got started with our first round match between Gerv and Harv Sira, the Bollywood Boys, which are cool, and the Authors of Pain.
Yeah. Well, one Author of Pain weighs about as much as both Bollywood Boys.
They kind of died.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just another big squash.
And maybe they should have gotten a bit more offense, but...
You mean more than none?
Yeah, like they got in one punch or whatever.
Yeah, that probably did nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got destroyed, but...
I don't know.
I really don't know who will stop the Authors of Pain. And the thing is...
I feel like the only way they would get eliminated is if they lost via DQ.
I think
or count out situation.
The brackets work like that. I don't know who they're gonna face in the quarterfinals then, but one of the quarterfinals match is going to be the Revival versus probably Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. So that's gonna be interesting. And the winner of this match will then probably face the Authors of Pain in the semifinals. So they could face the tag champs in the semifinals. It will be interesting.
It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah. So, I don't have...
We'll see where this goes.
I don't have the brackets in my mind completely, but that's the thing I noticed at the start when looking at them.
Oh. So. Like I said, I don't expect them to win, but I don't expect them to actually lose a match either.
Yeah, probably. So. Something like that.
That would just kind of derail their momentum.
It will definitely be interesting because there are at least 4 or 5 teams who could win this entire thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah. Anyways,
next match. Hey Mueller, I have a question.
I can't handle it. Well, Rich Swann definitely couldn't handle it.
Yeah, he couldn't handle any of Patrick Clark.
No.
What the fuck was that?
That reaction though.
Oh god. If you haven't seen an image or gif of Rich Swann's reaction, you need to.
Yeah.
He definitely couldn't handle this.
Also, I think he did some really very suggestive Patrick Clark, because at one point the camera kind of panned away and directly onto Rich Swann, but the crowd reacted kind of disgusted with something which we didn't actually see. So I can only imagine what he did.
I'd rather not.
Yeah. It was really weird because the last time he we saw Patrick like he was wearing these really patriotic pants and whatever, and now he was like Prince 2.0.
Yeah, very flamboyant.
It was a fun little match though.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
And Rich Swann apparently kicked a piece of Patrick Clark's tooth off.
Oops.
Yeah. Kinda happened.
Couldn't handle that.
He couldn't handle that kick, no. He couldn't handle Rich Swann anyways because he lost.
Yeah.
So Rich Swann gets the momentum.
Loser.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Then we had a little backstage segment from last week where Liv Morgan was getting checked up after a match with Asuka, and then Billie Kay and Peyton Royce walk in and make fun of her. So, what I think here, what they're doing with Liv Morgan is kind of the reverse Bayley of some sorts, in the sense that Bayley had all the tools to be a great wrestler. She was a great wrestler, but lacked the confidence, the edge. Liv Morgan has the edge, the confidence, but doesn't have the skill to match it up yet. So they're kind of doing that.
Yeah,
I
mean, it's interesting.
Seems like that. But yeah.
I'm okay with it. I don't know. I'm still not behind Liv Morgan, so.
Yeah. I'm behind Peyton Royce,
match.
who I think should be featured more because I think she's actually pretty good.
But hey, speaking of, she was featured in the next match.
Yeah.
Against Danielle Camella.
Yeah. Oh God, Camella.
I'm sorry, did I miss something?
It sounds like Carmella.
Oh. Anyway. So yeah, this was a match.
It was okay.
It was good.
Did the job. Billie Kay was at ringside cheering on for Peyton Royce.
Didn't really get involved.
No.
Yeah. Hey, Peyton Royce picked up the win anyways.
Yeah, so I'm happy.
So hooray.
Also, they're kind of doing like teaming up Billie Kay and Peyton Royce was kind of a good thing. They're both Australian. Whatever.
Wait, mate.
I really like Peyton Royce's like Poison Ivy inspired gimmick. So she definitely should team up with Alexa Bliss at some point, like the Batman villains, if you say so. Harley Quinn
clearly.
And Poison Ivy. Just then someone needs to be Batgirl and Catwoman, exactly. Then we have just a Batman themed match. No, we don't do that anymore. No Halloween costumes, please. Why do I bring that stuff up? That's what we're going to away from.
You're shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah. No more of that thing. Sorry. Anyways, yeah. Okay, match. Moving onward.
Yeah. We had an interview.
Very interesting interview.
A glorious interview.
Bobby Roode was really great here. He didn't let Ty Dillinger say anything. Ty Dillinger was just really confused by
He's like, bro,
Bobby
you alright?
Roode's over-the-top antics.
They really worked well together here.
It was really good. It's so over-the-top. He's so full of himself. And it's great. It's gonna be glorious.
Absolutely.
Anyways, next up to the big hype debut.
Oh shit, it's finally here. Dan Matha. Oh my god, he got murdered by Samoa Joe.
Yeah. Samoa Joe comes out, attacks him, murders him.
I like this, by the way.
Calls out William Regal again, giving him one more. I really like this as well. They're hyping up this very big dude, 6'8", 300 pounds, making his debut with these video packages, and then Samoa Joe just comes out and destroys him. It really made it feel that much bigger. He didn't just beat up some jamoke that just showed up here. No, it was some of the most hyped superstar, I guess, on NXT's roster that's gonna debut, and it's really big.
Super big hype. Oh my god.
And it was really, really good. I really like this as well.
It was so good. More of this, please.
More of this, exactly.
I'm okay with Samoa Joe ruining things for some reason.
Yeah. Anyways, we have another interview with Jose and Rich Swann, and they were asking about why they team up and stuff. And well, can you handle this? Can you handle this?
No way, Jose.
Exactly. The reaction was kind of late, but
yeah, I it's because you said it twice.
Sorry.
You're supposed to only say it once, fucker. You threw me off.
Sorry.
Threw me off my groove.
Well, then carry on.
No. Anyways, this was a good interview.
Yeah.
They bonded through their love of dance and fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, main event time.
Yeah.
It was.
It's another Dusty Classic match.
And it was Cedric Alexander and Andrade Cien Almas versus the top guys. The Revival.
Say yeah.
Say yeah. Sorry.
Are you okay?
No.
We go hard.
I like the Revival. The absolute best
their
tag
theme is
team
silly.
on this planet.
Absolutely.
It was a fun main event. Everyone
This is a damn good match.
Like this one spot where Andrade did just like hanging in the ropes spot, and then Alexander dove over him to the outside onto the Revival.
Yeah.
That was really good.
It's a nice tope con hilo.
And yeah, Alexander and Almas worked good as a tag team. The Revival did their usual stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Revival pick up the win as expected.
Of
I mean,
course,
they're the
yeah,
tag champs. They can't lose to a thrown together tag team in the first round here.
Exactly.
And after the match, finally there's
That's
the
when
heel
things got
turn.
interesting.
Yeah, the heel turn. Andrade turns on Cedric. It was expected like 2 weeks ago when they had the match against each other, but it didn't happen there. But here it finally happened, and it's good. Andrade Cien Almas desperately needed it. He was going nowhere as a face. He didn't really connect. He didn't really have a character. So
everyone else he was being put with was far more over than him.
With Ty Dillinger and Bobby Roode, it really didn't help him. So it's not really his fault in a way, but
yeah, pretty much.
Maybe this heel turn.
It's one of those things. It's like the crowd kind of made it happen.
Yeah, but it's good. Different. Maybe they will get behind him now. Sometimes you need this change.
Yeah. Look at the New Day.
Yeah. Happened to Westwood or Sasha Banks when she first started in NXT. Oh, there are a lot of examples.
Yeah, there really are. Yeah, this is a cool way to end this.
Yeah. So, also we have our first real storyline development in the first episode featuring the Dusty.
Yeah.
It's already leading to somewhere.
Dun dun dun.
It's not just a random tournament. Yeah.
It's gonna lead into feuds and stuff, and it's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Good NXT.
Thumbs up.
Honestly, it's nice to have some sort of story building outside the main event after just weeks upon weeks of filler.
Yeah.
After clean their house got cleaned out.
Yeah. Good.
It's good.
We still have quite some time till the next takeover, so.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So onwards
Lucha.
to the big drama show.
Lucha Underground.
Yeah. And we start off with Dario's Dial of Doom.
Yeah.
I like the Dial of Doom.
I really like it. I think there were some new names added on the list. I think Evil East was now on there, who wasn't there before.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
I haven't even paid attention to who is on the Dial and who isn't.
Anyways, it's very interesting because this week it lands on Prince Puma. Oh yeah, the first ever Lucha Underground champion. This should be very interesting. And then Dario also...
Spoiler alert, it was.
Yeah, then Dario also of course announces that this will be the main event and not happening right now. Because that's a main event match.
Been. Yeah, definitely.
The biggest face of Lucha Underground versus the biggest heel.
That's an Ultima Lucha main event.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, but we were then had a match anyways. It was Evil Lise versus Mariposa with Marty the Moth Martinez at ringside. And as always,
getting involved.
He was a really creepy bastard.
He is a creepy motherfucker.
He wasn't going after...
I know a thing about creepy motherfuckers.
Yeah, he wasn't going after Melissa Santos this time though, just after Evil Lise.
Yeah.
Anyways, Evil Lise picked up the win here. It was a pretty good match.
Mm-hmm.
And then the creepy bastard attacked her afterwards.
Yeah. She got beat down despite winning. Yeah. Hooray. Whoops. I think at one point, didn't Marty shout at Evil Lise, "Say you love me"?
Pretty much, yeah. He's just a fucking creepy bastard.
He's crazy.
God, he's a... Also, why was he even walking right now after that Madness of Mathis Distraction match?
Like, he should be dead.
Why is he
completely friggin' dead?
Again? My God.
I think we need to rethink who's the actual, like, immortal person here.
Yeah.
Not, Mil Muertes.
Yeah. Anyways, it wouldn't be an episode of Lucha Underground if it wasn't Johnny Mundo storming into Dario Cueto's office.
Demanding a title
Demanding
match.
A title shot.
He's persistent. I'll give him that.
He, of course, doesn't get it. Then he mentions that the Worldwide Underground beat the Trios champions and Sexy Star. Sexy Star got pinned, and she is the holder of the Gift of the Gods championship. He wants a title match against her. Well, Dario Cueto says, yeah, she should have a title match, but against the one who pinned her, which was Jack Evans, so Jack Evans gets a title shot.
Boy, and that's gonna be a thing.
That's gonna be a very fun thing. Also, well, Johnny Mundo wasn't happy. Stormed out of the office again.
Naturally.
He's gonna snap at some point.
Absolutely. I don't see the Worldwide Underground lasting too much longer with Mundo.
So, next up, well, apparently we need to follow the White Rabbit, and he is here soon. So, a debut is coming.
Teasers.
Okay, yeah. Next up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we had another match. It was the second.
I wanted to say something about the White Rabbit. Isn't that like a slang word you can say for heroin or whatever? Like,
I don't know.
Something drug related. I think so. It would fit into the world of Lucha Underground.
Yeah, I mean, Cueto, Dario.
Why
Dario.
I don't know why you're doing that. Anyways, best of 5 series, Cage versus Tejano. And another good match between those two.
Another great match.
Yeah. And Cage actually picked up the win again, so he's 2-0 up. Not 2-1, 2-0.
2-0.
Can Tejano come back like Cesaro in the best of 7 series, or
and before?
Will this be a clean sweep? Probably.
Who knows?
We'll see.
Excuse me.
Bless ya. Please don't die.
Yeah, this was a damn good match. I like this.
I really like those two guys. They have some good chemistry.
It's like the more over-the-top version of Cesaro v. Sheamus, somehow.
Somehow. Anyways, we had another little backstage segment with Evil Lise in the locker room. When someone I know, Sami Callihan, walked in. Who's now called Jeremiah on Lucha Underground.
Oh.
And his...
See, I had no idea who that was.
Sami Callihan, or Solomon Crow, as he was called in NXT.
Oh, that guy.
That guy. I thought from the start that it was him, but I had to double check. I wasn't 100% sure. I looked it up, but it was Sami Callihan. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's apparently now Evil Lise's boyfriend, current boyfriend. And he saw that she's hurt, and he asked her if she needed some backup. He also was a bit late because he thought she was in the main event.
But she wasn't.
Also, Evil Lise was kind of hesitant here because she wants to keep her private life and the temple separate. She doesn't want to combine it. But I think we're gonna see Sami Callihan step in the ring and or Jeremiah step in the ring in the temple soon enough, I think. He's gonna
Yeah.
help her against Martin the Moth Martinez and Mariposa, I think.
Probably. It'll lead to a tag match player.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Main event time!
Yeah, it is the Lucha Underground title match. Oh my god. The monster Matanza Cueto versus Prince Puma.
Was a pretty damn good main event.
This is also a different main event than the other Dario matches, because Matanzo actually dominated this one.
Yeah.
As opposed to the opposite.
Really. Also, this was the only Dial of Doom main event, because the other matches happened at the start of the show.
I said Dial of Doom matches.
You said main event.
You know what I meant.
I know. Just pointing that out.
Yeah.
It's right o'clock, motherfuckers! Get the fuck in there!
Can't believe it!
Anyways, it was a really good main event, yeah. Matanza dominated here. But Puma came back, hit the 630 senton, so... Wait, he's gonna win? No. Mil Muertes came out.
Muertes happened.
He turned Puma inside out with that spear. Oh my god, what a spear that was.
That was one hellacious spear.
Well, referee Marty Elias wanted to call for the bell, but Barry Cueto told him, "Don't you dare call for the bell, you're letting this match run." So, had to do that. Not Mil Muertes, Matanza then hit the Wrath of the Gods for the 1-2-3, defeats Prince Puma. So, he really has to defeat Mil Muertes first before he can move on, I guess.
Yeah.
It ain't happening.
Still a thorn in his side.
So, yeah. Then, it was not the end of the show yet, though, because like always, usually we get a little backstage segment. I think this was a very interesting one.
Yes.
Killshot was training backstage when sleazy Joey Ryan walks in. And he gives him an envelope. Killshot asks, who's that from and what did he look like? To which Joey Ryan responds, what do I look like? Do I look like I'm a detective or whatever? Which was really good, because as we all know, he's actually a detective.
Dun, dun, dun.
Also, I really like that
silly,
line.
80s.
Yeah.
Detective.
He's straight from Miami Vice. Exactly.
Yeah.
Joey Ryan.
That's great.
He could also be like an 80s porn star with a gimmick and a stupid lollipop. Anyways, what was inside it? And well, there was a burnt piece of paper that said, "You left me for dead." To which I can only assume that this is from one of Killshot's old friends from the army, who he thought was dead. But turns out not to be, so I'm really intrigued by that, how that plays out.
It's gonna get good.
Because we have some really good character development. We're diving into the backstory of Killshot, who's not really a main character, but he won that big match with Marty the Moth Martinez, of course. So.
Yeah, he's gotta have something to do after that huge blow off.
Yeah, and I'm really intrigued how that one will turn out. Maybe it will play into the story of the Great War that's coming. With both of these guys and being on different sides, fighting against each other. It's gonna be very interesting, let's just say that.
Yes. I'm looking forward to it, because I like subterranean lucha a lot.
Who doesn't? Except all the
stupid idiots.
Wow, you're calling other people's opinions stupid.
Yeah, I am. Fight me.
Okay, when?
Anyways.
9 o'clock at the parking lot. Come at me, bro.
Alright.
Gotta catch a plane, though.
Working on it. Boarding now.
Anyways,
so, WCPW, except there was no loaded, and like we said, we didn't get to watch Refuse to Lose, so yeah, about that.
About that, no WCPW this week.
But hey, spoiler alert, Blumpy got powerbombed through a table.
Yeah, and...
So that happened.
GD screwed Kirby.
Yeah.
Heel turn confirmed.
Absolutely. And they also recently did a taping in Manchester, I think?
I think, yeah, it did.
And at an ice rink, they had their largest attendance ever of over like 2,000 people.
My God.
Yeah, it was huge. Of course, it was the show that had Cody Rhodes versus Kurt Angle. So
yeah, you know.
Yeah, no. That's going to be really good to see when that airs. I'm sure it's going to.
Anyways,
so yeah, that's about
questions.
It. All right, so I'm going to preface this by saying all of mine is from the same exact thing. All of my picks for the week.
Yeah, probably the same for me.
Mm-hmm.
So match of
the week. Mueller, you go first.
Sasha Banks versus Charlotte. Monday Night Raw.
Do it.
Main event. You?
It was the Great War, Decay versus Hardys.
Oh.
From Bound for Glory.
Oh, yeah, that happened this week.
That was the thing that happened. God damn it, I love that. It was so good. With like they just started brawling backstage, and in the case of Matt and Abyss, outside of like Universal Studios or Universal Orlando.
Oh God.
It was pretty great. There was a point where they were brawling in a truck driven down the highway. And some other things happened and stuff. And it was just it was a great match. It was pretty much like a live Final Deletion type thing. Although they mixed live with pre-recorded stuff, so. There's also a couple cameos from this weird Jeff Hardy in-joke character man, and also Willow.
God.
It was overall pretty great. Also, Rebby Hardy played the entrance on piano on stage. It was really cool.
We should also note that we're probably gonna do a Bagel Club reacts to that as well at some point. Not the next episode, because we did enough DNA for now. We should set up in the next episode at some point and choose a match.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah.
So there's that. So, anyways, you're a wrestler of the week, Mueller. What do you have?
I really don't know what to choose, but I'm probably gonna. I'm torn.
You're torn?
Between two. Which one from the main event of Raw do I pick?
Sasha, because she won.
Okay.
Because she didn't fuck up her suicide dive.
Yeah, she didn't die.
Yeah.
I mean, I could pick Charlotte for the Coxu moonsault, but yeah, Sasha.
That's true.
Sasha. Yours?
Mine, I just kind of want to go with all 6 of the people involved in the Great War, because they all did put on a fantastic show. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go with all of them.
Moment of the week. Hardy, gonna make it quick. Same match. The women main eventing Raw is my moment of the week.
Okay. My moment of the week, back to the Great War, was the spot where Rosemary did a coast to coast on Matt Hardy into a trash can. Like, she did a coast to coast thing, trash can, Matt Hardy. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
And so I think that's the first time you mentioned Rosemary in one of these moments of the week and stuff.
No, it was
took you 11 episodes, that was 10 because we didn't do it on the first episode.
That is true. But yeah. There's that, and there's also the spot later in the match where Rebby powerbombed Rosemary through a table. So, you know. So, a lot of crazy shit happened.
We both went for the same match in all of our 3 picks. But, yes. I mean, that's no surprise. Well, for you it's no surprise because DK was involved.
I am biased and also obsessed and weird and crazy.
I might also be biased, but I'm not.
Yeah, but, you know, your bias is more accepting. Or acceptable.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
wait a
you,
minute.
the listener, sound off in the comments. What were your favorite moments of the week in your match in the week? Fucker. I know, there's a question.
Yeah.
I'm just plugging.
Sorry.
We want interaction, audience interaction.
But nobody listens so far to the podcast anyways.
Hey, they listen. They just don't. Oh, shut up. Moving on. What's your question?
So, question of the week. What's your least favorite signature move or finisher in the current finisher or signature move?
Gee, I wonder. Let me think about that. Superman punch.
Gotta agree with you there. So, easy question this week for us at least. I just don't like the Superman punch. It's just
Superman
Roman
punch is just
Reigns.
bad.
Hey, train, I'm jumping on the bandwagon. No, I just don't like the move. It's just, it looks stupid. The fist pumping at the start, the pose, and jumping into a punch.
Cocking his fist like a gun.
It's stupid.
It's just all bad.
Yeah. Anyways.
Me no like.
I think.
What about you?
I said the Superman punch as well.
No, I mean you as in the person listening to the podcast. You know, what's your least favorite signature or finishing move?
I mean,
the wrestling business.
The rear end is also a close contender, but
yeah, I mean it's almost believable just because Naomi has such a gigantic ass.
Well, it's still more believable when Asuka does it, and she does use it as a.
Oh, she does it. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah. So, I think that'll conclude it for this week's Bagel Club, if I'm not mistaken.
It does.
All right. So.
Bit of a shorter episode, I think.
Yeah, of course we didn't have WCPW, and also I didn't watch, the 5 hours of
The 5 hours of yeah. Anyways, I shouldn't plug the No Mercy live stream because it's gonna go. This episode is gonna go up
it's
after.
Like, hey, we had No Mercy to look forward to last night.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you did, click that like button. Subscribe to the Bagel Club for more things like the Bagel Club React series.
Like we said in the Bagel Club React video, German suplex that like button. Suplex repeat, suplex repeat, suplex repeat. And then an F5 for good measure.
Yes. Exactly.
So, tell your friends, family, cousin. They are family. Yeah. I'm stupid.
Do you want to go on the list again?
Does it even matter at this point?
Yeah, it does.
At least I didn't fuck up the intro. Well, I did a bad intro to the...
Well, you did... listen, it's commonplace for me to botch the intro. Like I said, I'm a bad host.
Yeah, indeed.
Therefore,
Anyways.
Banter aside... Follow me on Twitter at RhinoGT4.
Follow me on Twitter at MüllerMilch245.
And... am I missing anything? I feel like I'm missing something.
We already said like, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe. Comment below.
We don't have a Patreon, so none of that shit. We don't have any...
I do for my main channel.
Yeah, well, that doesn't matter here. Don't plug your main channel here. Plug the Bagel Club on your main channel, goddammit.
It should. Hey, I do it. Mention it sometimes. Shut up. Banter. Alright. I think it's time to end this once and for all.
It's time to stop.
It always ends in silly banter.
Anyways, top guys out. Clink me, Jack.